And the top Republican investigating the Biden administration's withdrawal from Afghanistan is now threatening to hold the Secretary of State in contempt of Congress. Chairman Mike McCall sent a letter to Secretary Antony Blinken Friday saying Blinken has failed to turn over key documents. Secretary Blinken argues those documents are classified.
The chair of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Mike McCall, is threatening to hold the Secretary of State in contempt of Congress. Remember, Tony Blinken has declined to turn over a classified diplomatic cable related to the chaotic 2021 U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. Now, McCall says he's moving forward with contempt proceedings this week if Blinken doesn't turn it over. CNN's Kylie Atwood is at the State Department for us. Kylie, how is Tony Blinken responding to this threat?
Well, listen, we just heard from the State Department deputy spokesperson here during the briefing calling it unfortunate that the House Foreign Affairs Committee chairman has moved along with this threat, because what the State Department is saying is that they believe they have provided sufficient information to the House Foreign Affairs Committee about this dissent cable. Now, just to bring folks up to speed, this dissent cable was written to the Secretary of State from diplomats who were serving in Afghanistan in the summer of 2021, saying the State Department wasn't doing enough to prepare for the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. And so this committee really wants to see that dissent cable because they want to see exactly what those diplomats were telling the State Department to do to better prepare for what we ended up seeing was a dramatically chaotic and deadly withdrawal from the country. Now, what the House Foreign Affairs Committee is saying is that, yes, we got this briefing from State Department officials on this dissent cable. We also got the written summary. But what they are saying is that, quote, those were abbreviated characterizations of what is in the dissent cable. And they really want to see the actual cable itself, the chairman offering to review the cable without reviewing the names of those diplomats who signed on to the cable, because the State Department has said that this is a channel that allows diplomats to stay anonymous, and they don't want to put them essentially in the middle of this back and forth battle that has come quite political. But what we're also hearing from the House Foreign Affairs Committee on this is that the Biden administration has a history, in their words, of summarizing what has to do with the Afghanistan withdrawal in not a very accurate way. So what they're concerned about here is they're just not getting the most accurate portrayal of this dissent cable from the State Department, given what they have already provided them. Now, Thursday is the day for this deadline that Chairman McCall has given to the State Department. We'll watch to see how this legal battle continues to unfold. Boris?